Hi! Yay, we're here. Another one shot. We've got two returning characters. But yeah, so everybody here has now played at least one game. However, it's still more fun to have. So we're gonna do another one, same world ever since the first one. If not, basic overview. It's a world where everybody floating islands above the cloud level. Kind of early industrial, like Victorian era airships, the good stuff. And right into it. My friends. So, Preacher and Alistair. You guys have been working at the Thieves Guild for a couple of weeks now. Got some experience under your belt, grown, understood new and exciting powers and abilities. You've been sent out on a patrol because something has been scurrying around the sewers near one of the more impoverished areas. The Thieves Guild wants to know if it's a new organization that they need to be aware of, or just, a new squatter in the area. So, you guys are sent out and you start wandering. What do you do to try and find out what's going on?
Best thing to do would be to ask around.
Okay.
See if anyone's seen anything suspicious.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Just to see how well people are willing to listen to you.
Alright.
Sit here.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm still just a D20 on that. So, let's see here. Owie. People don't like me.
No. One person does yell at you. You damn sewer rat, get back in that sewer where I saw you last. Aside from that, you get
Come over here and say that to my face!
Preacher
you
just
get
puts a hand on your shoulders like, no, calm down.
you get ignored a lot. You get looks of disdain. It appears your kind aren't particularly well thought of in this region.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell at the guy that said that. Come over here and say that to my face!
And then
I'll
the whole
drive this
sword.
knife through your gullet! Don't ask why I went Scottish there.
Alright. Sorry if I was cutting out there. I think I fixed it. Alright. So after that little Tabasco, Preacher, are you gonna try anything?
Problem is I can't think of anything right now. So,
You try talking to these heathens.
well,
Maybe they'll be more receptive to you.
They very well could be.
it's fine.
I'll just lean up against a wall.
So, people don't seem particularly fond of you. Many people ignore you, assuming you're just another, golem wandering the streets. Another automaton. Some people are very curious, but they're afraid and they cover their children's ears as they walk away from you. But you do get another one who yells out, "Yeah, take you and your damn sewer rat back where you came from. Get the hell out of this area of town."
Say that one more time, and I'll come over there and rip your intestines from your gut!
Go ahead and make an
Start
intimidation
ignorance.
check.
Intimidation?
Yep.
Alright, that one I know I have a bonus in. Give me a second. for this. +2. Okay. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice. They are the person who just yelled about you being a sewer rat is absolutely terrified. Their eyes go wide. They grab their child by the hand and they bolt for it, dragging the poor child along. You see them stop and, panting, start loudly talking with the guard, claiming about all kinds of things that you have not done, but they think you will. You've
Now
very,
look what you've done.
very thoroughly intimidated them. The consequence of this is the city guard now turns and looks at you, and they start casually walking in your direction.
I just look at the guard.
He keeps walking in your direction.
You
Well,
gonna
this
call
is
me
a-
a sewer rat as well?
Oh, this is a failure. We are going to die. And by we, I mean you.
Alright, we're going to take a pause from you two. Gesk, you're surprisingly close to a surface access of the sewers. It is dusk, it is starting to get really dark out, so it's not, like it's painful or anything or too bright. And you hear a commotion on the street above, and you hear a voice, an accent that sounds very, very familiar, in the sense that its culture seems familiar to you, if not the voice itself. What do you do?
Wait, what happened?
We're cutting away from you two, and we're going to Gesk now.
Okay. Okay.
So Gesk, you hear a culturally familiar voice. What do you do?
I poke my head out from the sewer grate.
Make a perception check for me.
See.
Alright. It's pretty easy for you to spot. There appears to be a large metal man in a thick cloak, standing next to a very short, very small kobold. The scale colors are ones you've never seen before, but he's clearly a kobold, and he seems to be yelling at a city guard. It's the first kobold you've seen since your escape.
Kobold. One with wings.
Yes, one with wings, no less.
That's costed. Hey! Over here!
You two hear a voice, a deep, kind of guttural voice, and Alistair, you recognize it as having a kobold flair to it. And if you turn and look over, you see, hiding in the entrance of a sewer, a kobold that is beckoning towards you to make a dive for the entrance. What do you two do?
Well, I mean, they're not after me. I could probably just stand there and have nothing happen to me, so I'm just gonna kind of stand there for right now.
Yeah, the guards generally don't care about the details. They see you two together.
They see two random people near each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care.
Especially because the lady pointed both of you out.
Yeet.
What are you eating?
You.
So you're gonna
You
attempt.
motherfucker!
You're gonna attempt to pick up Alistair and throw him in the sewer.
Yes.
All
Why
right.
would you throw me?
And I'm going to jump in there as well. I'm assuming I have to roll strength, correct?
Alistair, do you resist being picked up?
Well, of course I'm gonna resist. This is unexpected. I wasn't expecting to get picked up randomly.
All right, Preacher, go ahead and make a strength check to attempt to grapple.
I'm supposed to add +2 to that, so that's actually a 15.
Okay. Alistair, you get a choice of a strength check or a dexterity check to attempt to avoid his grapple.
For me, I'd have to go dexterity, because that's my best thing.
All right, because
Yeah.
this is technically grappling.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Do I roll the d20 just like normal?
Well, you roll a
Yep.
d20 plus your bonus.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Technically, it'll actually be a acrobatics check,
Yeah, technically speaking, it's acrobatics.
and his should have technically been a athletics.
Athletics. Which is still a +2 for me, so it doesn't matter.
And it's a +3 for me either way.
Do it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Nat 1. Nat 1. Nat 1.
Fuck!
Yeah!
Like I said, I roll things in favor of the party.
Preacher just fucking
Do I need
yeets him into the sewer and then just like cannonballs in.
All right.
Do I,
As I'm
do I need to
thrown
roll
through the
a
air, I'm gonna
dexterity
yell,
check
"You
to avoid being
motherfucker!"
bashed into? Did
Uh,
I roll a dexterity check to avoid being crashed into?
nah, you saw what was happening and sidestepped behind a wall quickly enough. With that though, the guard quickly comes to the entrance, smells the refuse, waves his hand in front of his nose and goes, "And stay down there, you damn rats," and walks away. Clearly not
Wait,
actually
wait.
interested.
Wait, one last thing before he goes.
Hmm.
Just because I think it would be funny, I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at him.
And I'm gonna throw my kunai at him.
You guys are going to attempt to assault a city guard.
Okay, man. When you put it like that, maybe we shouldn't.
I mean, you guys are part of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, we.
Okay,
So-
you have a point, never mind.
You know, whether
It's
you want
like-
to draw attention to yourselves.
I mean, I could
I'm
probably
gonna throw-
take them, but Alistair's gonna get his butt kicked.
Says you.
Yes, says me with my 20 in AC.
20.
Yeah.
Not
It
bad.
takes a nat 20 to kill me.
I'm gonna count down, and by the time I finish counting down, I need
Mine's
to know whether
15.
you're attacking.
We're not attacking.
I'm just throwing a kunai. Not directly at him, but I'm just throwing it.
You're going to throw a kunai in the general direction of a guard.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
care. He called me a sewer rat.
Don't do it.
You'll have to stop me. This is a character, you see. He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right.
Can I roll
Preacher?
to smack the kunai? Hold on. Can I roll a deflect missile to catch it before it leaves the sewer?
I would
That's
like you
interesting.
to make a generic dexterity check first to be able to react in time to get in the path of the kunai to even try and catch it.
All right. Let's see. So that's
So
Plus.
that means no additional modifiers, just a flat dexterity bonus.
just the. Okay, so that's plus from my dexterity.
And I will be right back in 2 seconds.
Turns into a Bethesda waiting contest. Oh no. The model is staring at us. It blinked. The model is possessed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can probably understand that my character doesn't give
Yeah, I get that, but I'm more focused on the street. Oh no, it's moving.
Sorry about that. I needed to make sure I had my own dice.
Okay, he's back. Yay.
Yeah, no. A 12 is not high enough. While you're able to start reacting, this is somebody who is seemingly roughly equivalent to you in skill in his own way and ability, and you just can't move fast enough to get in front of that. Alistair, go ahead and roll a attack roll. I know you're attempting to miss, but I want to see what you roll.
Okay. My attack roll, I just need to double check, is D6 plus 3. Okay. Gotta love kunai.
Yep, daggers are fun. Sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Oh,
Attack roll
wait.
to hit. You have to be able to hit something first.
right. So that's just. What
That's-
was it again?
It would be a D20 plus your attack modifier. There's Rio.
D20.
That'd be D20 plus 5.
Yeah, I thought so. Unnatural 20, but a 20 nonetheless.
Modified 20? Okay. You aim it in such a way that it hits right on the ground by his feet, digging into a small crack in the cobblestones. He sees it, picks it up. Alright, that's it. I'll be back. You stay right there. And he actually jogs off in the direction of the guardhouse nearby. It appears he's going for reinforcements.
Alright.
Ooh, follow me.
Guards have no idea how to navigate these places. Let's
Why
go.
did you do this?
He called me a sewer rat. No one calls me a sewer rat.
Sewer rats are bigger than us. Well, some of them.
Okay.
Audible
I'm
blink.
just gonna.
Audible blink.
Like that audible blink.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow, I guess.
Alright,
I
so,
follow the.
So Gask, are you leading them away from the entrance and trying to get, quote, lost in the tunnels?
Oh no, I'm leading them back further along the tunnel, down to where I've been making my camp.
Okay. Little to no
Which
trouble.
is to say, well away from that opening.
The stupid part is that guard actually thought we'd stay there.
Oh, you know those kinds of people. They tend to think that they own the world around them.
I hate those kind of people.
Hatred is such a strong word, my friend.
Humans killed my entire clan. I think I have the right to hate.
It kind of does.
Well, a small reminder that you are here looking for somebody who's been operating in this area that people have been noticing. There is nothing said
Now
about
then.
whether they were stealing.
Alright, are you our contact? We were looking for a guy.
Huh?
Yeah, we
You
were
were
looking for a
looking-
guy about yay big, just like gestures over to Alistair's size. It's like, yay big, looks like him, I guess.
Looks down
I'm
slightly.
joking about that. I don't know anything about it.
Looks down slightly at Alistair. I see.
We're not looking for a contact. We're looking for someone who might be operating in this area.
Yeah, that's what I meant, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, you
What do
two
you
are
mean
the
by
same.
operate?
They all they
Oh.
said is that somebody's been scavenging and moving about in this area through the sewers. Would
I'm
any
just
of you
gonna
like?
repeat that.
Would you two like to make an insight check? Any of you? Any of you?
Sure,
Uh,
I'll make an insight check.
I will also make an insight check. Hold
Alright.
on.
Do I need to make an insight check?
Sure. Feel
No,
free
you're
to make
fine.
an insight check.
Alright.
Did you know I'm proficient in insight?
+2.
God damn it. I have a +5 and I still fucked it up.
You seem very, very confused about what's going on, Preacher, and you can't seem to.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Glad I got that +2 modifier from my level up.
Alistair, you've got just enough going. Maybe, just maybe. Guess, based on what they're saying, you're actually pretty confident they're talking about you. As, you know, the information that I failed to convey to them so they could fail to convey to you, but they would have had in character of somebody who's only been there the recent couple of weeks, matches up about the time you took up residence in this area.
Ah, yes. I must be the one you're looking for then. What can I do for you?
What were we sent here to do again?
They wanted to know if it was competition or possibly a new recruit, or if it's just a homeless scavenging beggar.
Ah, yes, murder the thing. Okay.
We were sent here to investigate whether or not you were competition or not.
Competition of what? Growing mushrooms?
Oh, obviously he's not.
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, he would actually know what we're talking about. We're part of the Thieves Guild.
Hold on, Alistair. Alistair, before you continue on, do you have a burlap sack?
Do I have a burlap sack?
Yes.
Do I have a burlap sack?
Check your inventory.
Let's see, what pack do you have again?
If you have a bag, it works too.
I have thieves' tools.
All I have is this pouch. It's not enough. I need a backpack or something.
Don't think we ever actually determined. We'll say that yes, you have a burlap sack. It's a common enough thing to want to carry around as a rope.
He has a
I hand
backpack.
him. I hand him a f***ing burlap sack. Here. Don't know what you
Okay.
want with it, but
I
that would
walk
make a
up.
good replacement cloak.
oh,
Yeah,
I can see
I
where
walk
this
up to
is going.
guest. I walk
I
up
see
to
where this is
guest.
going.
Shove it over his head, and I start dragging him back through the sewer.
Guess
Time for grapple.
I need to roll grapple.
yes. Roll grapples.
I just roll my eyes like, ugh, here we go. The behemoth's doing it again.
Last time it was waterboarding. This time it's kidnapping.
All right. So, what modifier do I roll again?
You,
Oh,
you get the choice of resisting via your strength, which would be athletics, or your dexterity, which would be acrobatics.
yeah. It's one of the top.
Okay. I guess I'm doing acrobatics.
It's in skill.
Uh-oh.
I put 2+.
I screwed it up.
Try it again.
Hold on, let me re-roll. Basically, the digital equivalent of falling off the table.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Just enough.
Yep.
Just enough.
So as Preacher comes down with the bag, you deftly step sideways, just out of range, and you have a flashback. This seems oddly familiar, like something you experienced only several weeks ago.
Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna go up behind Preacher and backhand him.
You're gonna backhand the giant metal man.
Yes.
As a note, just to clarify, where are you going to backhand him as he stands at 6.5 feet tall and you're only 3 feet tall?
I'm gonna float up with using my wings and backhand him.
Okay, so you
No,
get a
I
little
just
jump,
love
a
that.
half flap, and you backhand him. Okay.
But he did just miss trying to bag someone's head, so he probably would be a bit lower to the ground.
Make a attack roll. This is an unarmed strike. You are not proficient in this.
Oh, I know. I'm just backhanding him just to get my point
1d20,
across.
please.
1d20?
Yep.
Yeah.
D20 plus 5, right. That's yours.
Just a note, for attacking me, you have to meet 20 or higher. And since you're not proficient, you can either roll a crit or hurt yourself.
He does get to add his strength modifier.
He's not proficient in it, though.
Yeah, that means he
My
doesn't get
brain.
his proficiency bonus. He still gets his strength modifier.
Oh, right, my brain. Is that actually how it works? My brain's dead.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen often because most people don't do things they're unproficient in. So you don't get a +5. You're only rocking a +1.
Ah.
Or,
plus 1?
excuse me, what's
Wait.
your strength modifier?
Plus 2, isn't it?
Your strength modifier is a +1.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Plus
a
1.
16. So, while you do
Okay.
technically make contact with his face, he is made of metal. You are not. There is a resounding clang that has no effect on him. And your hand now hurts.
I
Yes.
just shake my hand.
It appears they don't quite know what they're doing. You're not quite sure, but you don't think they intend ill will? Maybe?
I mean, one of them did just try and kidnap you.
Look, not too long ago, I was caged, forced to shit in said cage, and had to rub my shitty hands over the bars of said cage. Before
This is a
I
lot of
engage
fish.
you both, are you or are you not slavers?
Slayers.
We
What the
literally
hell is
just told
that?
you we're part of the Thieves Guild, and you're thinking we're slavers.
What are thieves?
We take
I'm gonna
shit
go try and put a
from
bag over
the
his
guild.
head. I'm joking.
I ripped the bag from his hands.
I'm joking.
Give me my
Jesus.
backpack. Anyway. Come on, Kiki. Come on.
Oh, I'm getting lightheaded with this. This is so funny.
I explained to him that what the Thieves Guild is.
Okay. So, guess you get a basic rundown from the basics that he understands. The Black Hand is an organized crime syndicate that does not actually partake in slavery, as they find it to be a terrible waste of time and effort, and unreliable.
Apparently they do kidnapping, though. Because they have me.
Kidnapping isn't off the table, but that's because ransoms are a thing.
Yep.
So, you know, there are options, but they don't appear to be slavers. It sounds like they just don't know what the hell they're doing with you. So he's kind of just defaulting to wanting to drag you back to the nest. Which, if you remember what you were told, is a viable option. You have just been living in squalor for the past couple weeks. This sounds like it might afford you an actual clean bed.
Now then. The Thieves Guild might want to talk to you. So, you can either come with us or stay here and we can tell them that you're just some hobo living in the area. Doesn't matter to us.
What
And
is
if you
a
ke-
hobo?
and if you interfere with us, I mean, they might send us to kill you. But
Well, I do not need to steal to survive, and I've been doing well here, but growing mushrooms from feces is rather noxious business.
you have a weird obsession with fecal matter.
It is what grows
You keep
mushrooms.
mentioning it. So, I mean, I'm only guessing here.
I've been living in these wastes, growing
We're in a
mushrooms.
sewer.
Yeah.
Speaking of, can we please get out of here?
Why are you complaining? We do
As
not
you
have-
guys are starting to talk about that, you hear loud clanging as the sound of armored footsteps and chainmail clanging against itself. It echoes its way around the sewers.
Wow, it's almost as if I predicted this. Let's go.
This way.
Creature starts, like,
Oh,
walking out.
Wait, hold on. I grab my mushrooms, and then I lead them away.
I'm so tempted to just set fire to everything in here. You know what? Fuck it, I have spell slots.
Oh no.
What?
We're
what
in
what's-
I'm just gonna use Sacred
in a
Flame,
sewer.
except I
We're in
flame
a
dare it.
as much
We're
as
Oh
I
yeah, no, that's just gonna kill all of us.
Thing.
That's right. Never mind.
reminder,
We will die from a gas
Sacred
explosion.
Flame does radiant damage.
All
not
right, never
fire.
mind.
Oh,
I forget these things.
You would have had no effect anyways. You're okay.
Wait, is there a piece of metal anywhere?
Yes, there are like metal grates and metal bars and stuff.
Ah, yes, yes, perfect.
Some scrap metal. Looks like maybe somebody threw like a broken or dented dinner plate down here or something.
And is there some wood or flammable object near it?
No,
Sure.
trying to burn the place.
It is
Damn it.
mostly wet and moist wood, as in the sewers is a
Okay,
very
never mind,
humid
let's go.
environment. Okay.
can
Do you
blow
guys
that
bolt
after we
it
get out.
or
Sure.
attempt to stealth your way out?
Stealth roll.
Your choice. Are you guys running, just full bore, just gonna try and outrun them, or are you gonna attempt to stealth and hide your way out?
Well, let's put it like this. I'm just gonna roll with my modifier, and you guys can guess.
So that sounds
I
like you're
think we
going to
should go
attempt it.
stealth first.
Oh wow, I
and
actually,
then
yeah, I'm
run.
doing stealth.
Okay.
I'm
You're...
doing stealth. Oh wait, I've got disadvantage. Fuck, I have to roll another one. Oh no. I hate having disadvantage.
Huh. Maybe if
imagine
you...
how I feel when I'm in the sunlight.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
the dice gods are with me.
Considering he's going with disadvantage, should we just follow his roll?
Nope. All of you
Roll.
have to roll. You could stumble.
18.
Oh dear gosh, okay. Oh god. Okay, stealth.
The only reason why I have disadvantage is because of my heavy armor.
Good thing I don't have that. Let me just... Okay,
I'm so glad I remember that.
alright. So,
Chainmail is a blessing, but it's also a fucking curse.
Yes, it is.
That said, I'm not complaining with my, you know,
oh, I actually
20
put
AC.
capital D. My bad. Nope. Discord, why did you betray me?
Discord, I'm out at the moon, in the middle of summer.
Alright, there we go.
Hey! I love how everyone else is a stealth character as well.
Right? Everybody just keeps seeming to do that. Alright. So,
Because stealth is useful.
you guys double back down some tunnels that you're actually growingly familiar with. You know. And double back, twist around a turn. The boots come closer for a little bit, but then you hear a loud, high-pitched scream, followed by a deep orcish voice. God damn it, you bastard! Why'd you drag us down here? Somebody just threw shit literally all over my fresh, cleaned armor. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm done with you.
That's great. That's great.
It appears they were heavily distracted during their search by a sewer being a sewer. And they rolled a 2 on their perception check to find you.
It would only be funnier if I had somehow lit the sewer on fire.
Oh, that might have been funny. That might not have been.
It's a sewer, we would all
I understand we don't need to blow up the city, but I mean, it would be really funny.
You think it would be funny if we blew up the city's entire underground sewer infrastructure?
There
Yeah,
are-
that would have been like, because we'd be dead.
Not just us, but like half the city houses would collapse into the ground.
I love how I've just
No.
absolutely broken Gesk with this.
No,
I can't believe I've actually broken him this badly. I can't believe I've actually.
Why are you insistent on committing genocide?
I don't think you realize this is what Preacher does. He's a good guy, but he likes to commit war crimes.
What's worse is that we're on a floating city, so it wouldn't just collapse. The whole place would just plummet.
No, I know. Anyway, let's move on, please.
Alright.
Ugh.
So as you wander around, you find that you are free and clear of the guards, and getting back to the Thieves Guild should be a very easy manner at this point. So, after you return to the Thieves Guild, you are greeted by the same member that you've been working with of the Black Hand, one of the middle fingers.
Dark.
Giant fuck you.
He greets you back. He's like, "Alright, preacher. Alright, Alistair. Who's this?"
It's the guy you sent us out to look for.
Ah, good, good.
I tried putting a bag over his head, but I fucked up. He's a wily bastard.
Ah,
It's because you're a lumbering behemoth.
I know I knew who my father was. I am not a bastard.
I do believe he was talking about preacher, but well, that's a complicated question.
This is all just getting very complicated and confusing. Let's just move on.
Yes, we're going to. Man, why do I have to work with pinkies? Well, anyways, Gesk,
Oh, fuck you too.
as you have
The
been
sun silver spear.
told about and introduced, and if you keep talking over me, I'm going to clobber both of you. Or you'll find nasty surprises in your beds. Don't think I won't be able to hide it. Now then, would you be interested in joining us? We have housing options. We have a fair control of most of the city, different jobs and availability. You work well for us, you will be cared for and have plenty of money for food, clothes, and whatever you desire.
Can I still grow mushrooms?
Sure, what do we fucking care?
Do you
I've
mind
just
if they're
realized.
hallucinogenic?
Say that again?
Do you mind if they are hallucinogenic mushrooms?
We could probably get it on the market. There's a couple of people who do that. It's not really my expertise. I'd have to ask a different middle finger.
Well, I love how we're just essentially working for evil eBay.
Evil eBay. Oh,
Oh, we have this great big control over the city. It's as if Amazon bought out eBay, and instead of selling things, we just take them and then we sell them.
You know, he says these things about this Amazon or eBay, but I have no idea what he's talking about. I really do think that the clockworks in his head is
Saying that out
broken.
of character.
Well, it would seem to be in my best interest to join you. I was getting rather tired of sleeping in fecal matter. Or at
Speaking
least
of that, you should probably get a bath.
around near fecal matter.
Well, then, welcome in. We will be sending you on a initiation mission fairly soon. Just to make sure that you are a competent fit for the organization. As a precursor to that, would you mind demonstrating anything you happen to be capable of? This would be an
Like taking a
opportunity
bath?
to show fighting skills, accuracy with weapons, your ability to skulk if you so desire.
Certainly.
Well, I mean, we can already attest to how well he can sneak in the shadows. He did pretty
good.
well when we.
You two have improved greatly, so if you say he can keep up with
yeah,
you, that's already a good
yeah.
mark
We
in his
kind
favor.
of attracted the attention of the guards, and he.
You
He
attracted the
face
attention of the
palms,
guards.
just a loud smacking.
No, I had it handled.
Underground
You
organization. You listen to me, both of you. Underground organization. Yes, the guards are incompetent. Yes, we can bribe them. It's super easy. Doesn't mean we want to. Stop it.
He's the one who
Understood?
intimidated a random
I
civilian.
don't care who did what. Both of you, stop it. And he glares daggers at both of you. He's apparently very tired of your guys' antics.
Almost feel
I love how you imply that we do this all the time, which is kind of in character. Kind of our character.
Alistair always pissing off everyone, and then Preacher with his fucking war cry.
Alright, what was that, guess?
I seem to feel as if I am not in the circle of whatever humor you two are in possession.
Well, with any luck, you might balance them out. Alright, well. Do you want to show me what you're capable of or not?
Well, yes.
Then do it.
Do something. Tell him what you're doing. Do you go through some, stances? Do you throw something at him?
I
Are
would
you gonna hit?
Fire? Do you cast
I
spells?
would do some stances, throw a dart into the air, catch it on the way down, and then throw it at Alistair.
Make an attack roll.
Really, really, dude. Why
Can I make a
Alistair?
I figure since he has high dexterity, he might be able to do an easy dodge roll.
Up. What was that?
Okay,
So-
you broke for a second.
Yes, I broke for a second. Go. So,
Alright, so make your die
Is
roll.
it possible to roll to deflect?
No. So, for those who
Damn it.
might not know, in D&D, your ability to dodge, duck, dive, maneuver, or dodge are all tied into your dex modifier and added to your armor class.
Can I step in between just in case?
Nope. You
Oh,
didn't
come
see
on.
it coming, you didn't know.
Damn.
you are surprised. Now, I forgot where... Is it my dex modifier?
So,
Adding
on
to
your
my-
character sheet, you have the weapon and spells area. There's the one that says dart, and there's a hit that says +5.
Ah, okay, so it's +5. All
Yeah.
right. D25. $13.
Not enough.
Alright.
Sweet.
Rio responds and dodges out of the way, easily being missed by your dagger. The middle
Well done.
finger starts clapping. Well done. Congratulations. That was sufficient. We'll get to see how well you actually act in the world of crime soon enough, though. I will have some of the other pinkies show you around to some of the rooms, to the bathing areas, because God, you stink. We understand, though, we've been through the sewers, each and every one of us. I spend my time as a pinky, too. Now, off with you all. I will contact you all in a little while once I have your mission completely outlined.
Cool.
By the way, is your
Yes.
about the sword?
You will find out about that when you
Okay.
find out about that.
Okay.
Sword?
Just wanted to... Don't worry about it.
Just like we're not talking about somebody's interactions with divine entities. I mean, what?
Just wanted to ask.
I told you that in confidence.
Alright. So, do you guys want to do anything? Hang out anymore? Oh,
I just want to take a bath.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
A very...
I want to.
Very-
I want to go and continue speaking with the middle finger about something.
I'm gonna go
pertaining
take
to,
a quick
like,
bath and
2
Characters.
seconds.
sorry.
No worries. Chat, thanks for the comment about the quiet. I tried rebalancing. This is a complicated thing. This better?
Ah,
Alright. I'll wait for them to respond. But as we're waiting, so
I'm gonna let
Alistair-
you guys do that because there's some commotion over here. One sec.
people are doing things.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately I don't have an answer. Maybe I can do this and that's better.
Whoa.
Much clearer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my headset's broken. Sorry about the poor quality, people.
There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna want to talk to the middle finger a bit more about something about my character's story.
Okay. And, Guest, you said you were gonna go take a bath?
Yes. Very
Okay.
thorough. Very
Alright.
thorough.
So, a cloaked figure, nondescript, who doesn't show their face and appears to even be wearing a black mask, shows you around, has a soft, kind of feminine voice, and directs you towards the bath, indicates where they are, and indicates that your room is the third door down on the left after you come out, leaving you very easy to find your way. And then leaves you to bathe. You are now a clean kobold. While you're doing that, Alistair, what did you want to talk to the middle finger about?
I wanted to talk to him about the names of the people that raided my raided and killed my clan.
Ah, do you wish
I
to...
want- Yes, I wish for them to finally tell me the names like they promised.
Well, they're able to tell you with the information they've gathered so far, as since you're not a very high-level member yet, your mission isn't of a great priority and information gathering is always slower, that they do know that it was consented to by the military, but the military itself didn't actually participate. So it would have been a privateered organization. So some corporation, noble, or company is responsible, and they're still looking into it.
So some mercenaries. Of course.
Something to that effect. It could have been a private militia hired by, and paid for, maintained by one of the nobles. Since the Great Fall, the nobles have started to do such things again.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome. Just keep doing a good job, and we will continue to see it as valuable to keep you, appeased and informed yourself.
I will then bow respectfully and then head off to the bath.
Alright. You are now a clean kobold. Alright. Just find out what happened, because Alistair's wandered off. Alright, so some time passes, and only a couple hours later, all of you are called to the middle finger, who is now taking audience in a audience chamber instead of the front hall like he met you at. There's a desk with some papers, indicating that he is ready to give you your orders. While Alistair seems, or not, excuse me, Alistair, but Preacher seems rather distracted and... he seems to have come out of his daze.
Well, he doesn't have that AOL connection dial-up.
His
problem
eyes,
right now?
his eyes have not turned blue yet, so we should be okay.
Okay, fine, whatever.
All right. So with this, we're able to move forward. The middle finger brings you in. He's like, all right. So we have a starter mission for you. There is a rare item, magical in nature, that is being smuggled out of the capital city after being stolen from the... Well, stolen is a strong word. We didn't take it. Somebody inside of the castle is betraying them and is smuggling it out to sell it off to a noble. We want it.
It's our job.
So, the best opportunity from the data we have indicates that we need you to sneak aboard the airship with the item, and then somehow steal it and get it back here. If you happen to kill the small crew and take over the airship, by all means. The rule of the sky does tend to be finders keepers.
Free airship. Not bad.
If we can take it.
The information we have is that it is the Vanilla Latte, a very small, roughly 4 to 5 man vessel. So sneaking on is going to take some extra effort, as it is not very big.
Oh yes, more killing. Okay.
He said sneaking, not killing.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying we could totally just kill one of the guys and impersonate them.
If you think you can do that, Mr. Metalman, by all means. How you complete all of your objectives is up to you. The ship is docked at the airfields. Should be easy enough to find. He gives you a flag, which is indicates the ship as symbology to reference what it is, and gives you the direction on which dock in the area it is. It is at one of the lower ones, which is publicly accessible.
Pardon, middle finger. Do you mean dock or the repair airfield?
So he pulls out the map of the city, and if you guys are looking at the screen, so on the right of this map you see a tower with an open field kind of below it. I know it's a shoddy drawing. It's
I
to
think
the
Twitch might be seeing it better, but from what I see, I just see pixels.
Same.
Yeah, Twitch
Hold on.
probably is hitting better, so I'm gonna open up Twitch.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
okay.
I should open
Give us a second.
Do do do.
Oh yeah, no, it's
do,
totally
do,
better on
do,
Twitch.
do,
Okay.
do, do,
Hold on.
do, 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 do. Wait, that might be DMCA. I can't remember.
Alright, going to thoughts.
And you said it was on the right.
Much better. Okay.
Okay, anyways, you were saying.
Okay. So, what you should be seeing on Twitch, on the right-hand side, above the red building with the black roof, and to the right of the giant purple castle, there is a single pillar tower type thing with kind of a brown field underneath it. And Gesk, if you would mute Twitch.
I did.
Thank you. That is the airfield. That is the tower. The lower reaches are accessible to the public. It is docked at an actual port at the tower. So you'll have to climb the tower and sneak aboard.
Alright.
That'll be easier for me. Bit more tricky for you guys.
Indeed, Winged One. Perhaps, do you suppose you have enough strength to lift me?
No, you
Maybe.
do not.
Not sure.
You know that carrying other kobolds
But
is
don't
a
think
bit
so.
beyond your capacity. You're not a very strong kobold.
Still need to work on my strength.
Fair enough. I'm a good climber.
All right.
Sneak our way in, climb the thing, etc.
Is there any other information that you three would like before I send you off on this mission?
Do you have any idea of who the courier is or what they look like?
That is a good question. There will be a small handoff where a nobleman will be sending his servant. The nobleman will board the ship first, clear and free, appearing in public. The ship will wait in dock for a couple hours when his servant will appear with the crate which will have the item inside. There will be many, many guards on the dock, so we do not advise that you attempt to steal it during this part of the transaction.
Indeed. Wouldn't be able to sneak aboard that way either.
Sneaking aboard might be easier than you think. They are less particular, especially for, well, honestly, all three of you. The few kobolds that exist in the capital, most of them are actually slaved, thanks to the imperial decree allowing it, and most warforged are actually just automatons without even wills of their own. So pretending to be servants and dockhands might be in your wheelhouse. Or available options, excuse my poor use of idioms.
Could we not possibly use the underrigging or the anchor to climb aboard unseen?
He will turn his head at you, kind of confused. What is an anchor? These are airships.
But do they
There's
not
nothing
connect
that
somehow?
dangles. Your island was large enough to actually have an ocean, or not an ocean, but a large lake, so you had boats that actually had anchors. But most airships actually don't run anchors, they just run pure tie-offs. So if you wanted to scale and climb the rigging to sneak onto the ship that way, that is an option too.
Okay.
Do you know what kind of weaponry the people will have in the area?
Well, the gods will have standard issue weaponry. As far as the people on the ship, we don't know. I would anticipate mostly daggers, maybe a couple crossbows. This is supposed to be a smuggling operation, not a full-blown assault.
Okay. So expect light weaponry from the enemy. Got it.
Yes.
Is there perhaps anything anyone else might want to know? I am sated.
Alright, are there any secret passages in the area to allow us easier access to the place?
There actually isn't any really secret passages. The way the air docks were designed, there are things like some sealed staff passages and a sealed noble passage, which for like the Imperials and for the military to use, but they're well guarded and maintained at all times. But yeah, there aren't really any secret doors or anything like that that at least that the Thieves Guild is aware of, and they're pretty confident they would have found them by now.
Damn. Would have made it a little easier to get in.
Alright, well, as you don't seem to have any further questions, and I'm busy.
I do now have a question upon coming upon the idea. It has a sewer chute, does it not?
Yes.
How high does the sewer chute go?
Ooh. Hi, as the DM, haven't thought about that. Hang on.
I would say roll a D100.
Based on the design of the tower, the refuge chutes wouldn't be particularly large. And they would be centralized, so everything would fall to one point and then drop straight down. So you can get close to it, but it isn't like there's a sewer grate access. This is the equivalent of asking if you can climb up through a toilet. The answer will be no.
Of course, it would be smaller because it's made with more money than the civilian and pauper chute. All right. Very well, then I'm satisfied.
Alright, well, he's done with your antics. I'm busy, so now get out of my office. Shoo, leave. Now. Go start your mission. It's dark enough.
As we're leaving, I ask, is that really an office? What is an office?
You would know what an office is.
Oh, right, honest.
Yes.
Time to go.
Alright. So, away you go. Preacher has gone a little bit silent and seems preoccupied, but Alistair, you know from experience that that doesn't necessarily mean too much, and he should be viable for what you need him for. And by that means, I might be running him, it sounds like. Because real life happens. So.
Yeah.
He ceased to exist. Alright, it looks like he's an NPC at the moment. At least you have his character sheet.
Yep, I do in fact have his
he's
character
gone
sheet.
AOL mode.
Well, would you guys like to move forward without him? Perfectly viable, and it might be easier. He's not exactly known for being stealthy.
Well, I think we should probably prep first, make sure we got everything we need. Anyway, so... Wait.
This is
What the
me.
heck?
This is me bringing him back because I'm magic. So he can be here.
He's currently an NPC.
He can talk to
Oh
you.
no! He's gonna crush us!
Ah.
Ah!
So we can NPC
Yeah.
him if we want. Up to you guys.
I vote yes.
Sure.
Okay.
But first, we should probably prepare and see if we can get anything to help with this mission. From local stores and whatnot.
I'm afraid that I do not have much in the way of fun. And I am used to getting by with nary but my fist, my staff, and my dog.
Are there health potions for sale?
Do you wish to investigate and look for some?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation to look around town for health potions.
Just making sure. Get out of here. Investigation is 0. Okay.
Hmm.
18.
An 18?
Yep.
You do find some potions of healing available.
How much are they?
A single regular potion of healing is currently going for 60 GP.
60 GP.
They are
How much
technically
do I have again?
a magic item. Would be on the second page of your character sheet. Although you did spend your money during your couple of weeks of downtime.
I have 19 gold pieces. I am so tempted to sleight of hand. I am so tempted.
I'm just sitting outside the shop waiting for him patiently.
The shopkeep was like, well, do you want it or not?
Unfortunately, I don't have the gold right now.
Alright, well then be off with
I
you.
turn around. I'll be back again when I have more money.
You do that. I take all coin. While they're not
I then
terribly
leave.
polite, they do seem more than happy to deal with you.
Yeah. Which is why I'm not going to steal from them.
Alright. So what are we doing?
Alright.
It's late enough.
Unfortunately, it's...
I was gonna say it's late enough.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I believe it might be best if we hurry.
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright. So, you guys start running through town. Not really necessarily running, but you make your way. You get over to the airfield, and Gesk, you actually kind of recognize it a little bit. The ship that brought you in was docked at one of these places, but much lower, closer to the ground. And Alistair, the one you stowed upon, was similarly through this. So you guys have actually been in this area before.
Yeah. By the way,
So-
you said there were supposed to be some guards here.
You do see, as you get here, that there are in fact several guards patrolling the area.
Can I roll a persuade or perception to see if any of them are the ones that were in the sewer? See if I recognize any of their voices or whatnot as ones
Make
that went into the sewer.
make an insight check for me. Let's go with that
Insight?
one. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the right one, but that's the one I'm deciding.
Alright.
This is to see if you can remember, because you didn't see the
Let's
other
see.
guards. You guys never stopped to look at them. You only saw the one guard that you pissed off.
I have to roll insight check too. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's only wise.
16.
Alright.
It's best to know, because one of them, if it's the one that I threw the dagger at, he will probably recognize me. So I'll have to be careful around him.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh.
What did you roll? A 16?
Preacher's typing.
I failed my insight roll.
Alistair, with that
Preacher's back.
16, you are pretty confident that the guard that you pissed off isn't here right now. Guess
Okay, that's
you-
good at least.
Honestly, you don't recognize anybody. Full face helms make it really hard. And by full face, I mean they're like cover like the cheekbones a bit. They've got that metal bar that comes down the middle. So
What about voices? Do I recognize any of the voices?
it's too loud to easily pick anything out.
Okay.
You're pretty confident.
If it's really loud, doesn't that mean there's a very large crowd here?
Yes, it's an airship dock.
I cling to Alistair desperately.
What the? Get off!
Too many people.
I try and shake him off of me. Using my wing as leverage. Try and push him off. Get off!
Death. Need to go around. Tower. Safety.
Can I roll to get him off of me?
This is interpersonal. You guys play amongst yourselves. You, Alistair, are dealing with the fact that Gesk apparently has a fear of large crowds.
Go use the alleyway! I'm trying to push him off.
Yes, that is the best idea. Come! Runs into the alleyway.
I just stay in the crowd. Ugh.
Alright.
I go ahead and worm through the alleyways to the tower while in a hurry, while Alistair basically just gets to walk there.
Yeah, and while I'm walking through the crowd, I attempt to pickpocket some of the more fancy-looking people.
Make first an insight check to see if you can find a good mark, and then make a sleight of hand.
Let's see. R-O-L-L. D20 plus 2. Damn it! I hate that. It's not beneficial to the team, so it's like, meh. And sleight of hand is plus 3.
Yeah, you're looking around, you're trying to find somebody, and there's just a lot of people. You can't really differentiate a clean mark from a competent one. There's a lot of, people who seem like they might be oblivious, but you're just not really sure.
Nah!
Was that your attempt at a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
You go to reach for somebody's pocket, and they turn just in time, and you instead grab their leg. And they look down like, what the fuck are you doing? Let go of me, you little fucking rodent. Get out of here. Move, scram. And he starts kicking at you.
I will say, sorry, I lost my balance. So many people here.
Don't care. Move. Get out. He does not care
And
about
I
your
walk off.
excuses. Alright. So, Gesk, you just left Alistair behind and you're making your way to the tower?
Well, not like left behind, but I kind of wait there for a bit to see if he'll turn up.
I take off to the sky and fly up onto the roof to get an aerial view of the area.
Okay.
And to see where he is, to see if I can see where he is.
You remember where you saw him last, and it's easy enough to find him.
I then look around to see if I can see the courier and the ship.
The ship is easy enough to spot. It's sitting out on one of those large stone docks attached to the tower, stone walkways. So that's very easy to see, and it's in one of those areas that you should be able to, as a quote dockhand, just walk right on if you wanted to. Of course, what the crew does is up to them. There's of course those factors. But there's tons of people walking up and down planks all the time. You see some city official looking people who are occasionally going to a ship and checking off clipboards. But that's easy to find. As far as the courier goes, you're not really actually sure what you're looking for, as the Thieves Guild didn't know specifically what you're looking for, aside from he will be carrying a crate of supplies.
Alright. I go down and guide him towards the area where the ship is.
Okay, so you guys go up through the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do we, Alistair, what's the plan? Are you going to fly up while I scale the outside?
No, I got a better idea. I then look to see if there's any like crates at the around the area where that ship, the target ship is.
Yeah, there's definitely crates there. You see
All right.
that there's a stack of crates outside of it, and it looks like one of the reasons the ship hasn't left yet is it's got to finish loading all of its supplies on.
Perfect. All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab one of those small crates and act like we're bringing it aboard the ship.
Why don't we simply find a crate with a matching symbol that's being carried onto the ship, and then stow away inside and spring out?
That's possible as well, but there's no guarantees.
True. Alright. Now,
With this plan, we can get aboard. They'll just think we're helping hands.
alright, let's see. We need to find where they're picking up crates from so it's convincing. Let's see.
And I like to. Is Preacher with us, or is he just.
He's just kind of quietly following you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him to grab a big crate and act like he's been ordered to move some of the bigger heavier stuff onto the ship as well.
He nods. He seems to be okay with this.
All right, everyone, go! And go over and
You and I are of short stature. It might be best if we work together on a single crate.
yes.
No, you see all kinds of different creatures working around doing their things, so you can definitely do that. What I will need from each of you is a deception check, as you're attempting to deceive people into thinking that what you're doing
Is natural?
Uh-huh.
All right, +2.
Okay.
About average. Now we just gotta wait for behemoths from you.
You are lucky, as while you're working together, Preacher seems to be acting a bit weird, and it draws a little attention to him.
Of course it does.
But you're able to make up for his behavior by smacking him a little bit and yelling at him about, handling of the crate properly, which is just enough for the this noble individual standing on the bow of the ship to shrug, sigh, and seemingly ignore you three.
Perfect. The moment we get into the area where the... Okay, you continue.
What I was going to say is, now that you're approaching the ship, a description of the ship might be helpful. And the ship is think of like a yacht. So it's got a flat back, and it's kind of a half split level, and you step towards the bow, and under the deck on the top of the bow is where the sleeping area and storage is. This is intended as a small, very small, go out and about and come back kind of thing for maybe a day trip at most. It's not really meant to be slept on a lot.
So it's a caravel of sorts.
Yeah. If you go under the main deck, you will find the internals of the ship, which is where the float stone that is responsible for keeping airships aloft is built into the keel of the ship, as well as where there is some different pieces of rudder and a little bit of magic that seems to help steer the ship.
Alright. Once we get to where everything is being stored, I tell everyone to remain hidden.
Stealth
Behind crates.
checks.
Right.
Check. Oh boy. Oh dear.
I believe it's +3 for me.
Interestingly
5.
enough.
Owie.
Ah!
10 from both of us. What about Preacher? What did he get?
Preacher ended up with a total of a 12.
Eh.
Yep. So what happens is, after a while you guys are hiding, pretty confident that you're hidden and everything, you feel a jolt as the ship lifts off and starts moving out. About a half hour later, somebody comes down. Hey, what the hell are you doing on here still? And pulls out a sword.
I'm going to attempt to assassinate him.
Okay.
Like, grab him, cover his mouth, and like shove a dagger into his kidneys.
That is the most inefficient way of doing it. First, you have to take into oh wait, what am I doing? I can't
So,
do the game.
also, I consider all descriptions of how you're doing something in combat
I
like
know.
that to be flair.
Okay.
I'm letting
Yeah.
Gesk know. So, yes, you grab him, you go to jab a dagger in. So you're going to need to make an attack. Before you make that attack, we're going to roll initiative because he is not surprised. Your failure at a stealth check meant that he is more than
Yeah.
prepared for a fight.
Alright, so let's see. Where's my initiative?
I believe mine was +3.
Yeah, plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
D20 +3. Nice. Yeah. Why is it always I get I get crap initiative? What did my worry is, what did Preacher get? He's always getting like 5s and 2s.
Well, Preacher ended up with a 3.
well, I guess I'm first unless your mob rolled higher.
Alright, so what did we see here? Guess got a 22 and Alistair a 12?
Yeah, I got average. What did the NPC get?
You'll find out, won't you?
Tease.
I love being a tease. I mean, what?
Kinky.
Guess. Sorry, just gotta organize this rotation here. Alistair. Alright. So, the individual in front of you made his shout, drew his sword, and you guys leap into combat. Gesk, you are the first person to act.
Alright, I will go ahead and attack. Let's see. First, let's roll. So, that's +5. Good. Bye. Alright. 4. That's. Do I exceed armor class or not?
Alright, so you rolled a 24 to hit him, and what did you attack with?
Oh, I'm attacking with my stave.
Stave? Okay. A 24 will certainly hit.
Alright, so let's go ahead.
Nice.
And now I roll to hit again. For my bonus action, martial arts.
Ah.
Go ahead.
The monk.
Yeah. I roll a 16 to hit.
Alright. So first, you rolled and you did 8 damage, and then you're doing your... Is that just your straight bonus action punch?
Yes, I'm rolling to land punch.
Alright. That will also hit.
Alright, so let me roll for damage.
So we got a nice little pa pa pa.
Roll 1d. Sorry. Yeah. Plus. And it deals 5.
That's a total of 13. Not bad.
Very nice, very nice. That's a good punch. Alright, nice little wah pa pa. And that hits. Alright, after this, it will be his turn. Having gotten popped in the face after you approached him, he will, after having pulled out a scimitar, also pull out a dagger. And he will attack with both. So... Ooh. Ooh.
But who's he attacking? Oh no.
Well, he is attacking Gesk, because Gesk is the one that attacked him. So first, he swung his scimitar, and he landed a critical hit.
Oh no. Oh no.
So that's 2 damage dice. Plus his modifier, so that's going to be a total of 9 slashing damage as he catches you square across the chest.
Alright. Oof. Lose
That looks painful.
And then, in his overconfidence and process of fumbling with his dagger, he attempts to stab you with it, only to fail miserably, overbalance, and stumble a little bit, completely missing you by yards. As he fumbled. You hear some shuffling upstairs, and you see 2 more individuals come stomping down these short stairs into the space.
Damn it.
That will leave it at your turn, Alistair.
Alright, guess there's no way of just taking out this one and then sneaking upstairs. Alright. I get up alongside him. Alongside Gas and him. And I attack with my katana.
Alright.
And I have advantage.
Yes, you can maneuver yourself to get behind him so you can flank him. So to get the advantage, you actually... Oh, no, that's right, because you're,
Pack
pack
tactics.
tactics. Never mind, you don't have to get behind him. Okay. Yeah, make your rolls then. So that was 8 and 5, so 13. Okay.
Right. D20 plus 5. Let's see. And I roll it again.
For advantage, yes.
Impressive.
23. And then
Yep, you will, with an 18, and you're attacking the same target, you definitely hit.
1d6 plus 3. For an 8.
8 damage, nice.
Does that end him?
No. No, it does not.
Well then, does that not mean I can attack again as a bonus action?
Do you have the weapon fighting?
Yes.
Yes, that
That was-
does. Alright. Sorry. A bit of me is just trying to catch up.
Do I roll for attack again?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each time you make an attack, you have to roll.
Yeah. Is it still with advantage or no?
Let me double check. Yes, you will still have advantage.
Okay.
I just don't think you do as much damage. Nope, never mind, you do.
Okay, nat 20.
So, you roll 2 of your damage dice. So you type out the equation the same, except you put 2d, whatever it is you're hitting with.
Let's see.
And then plus your modifier.
What? Okay, I've never done this one before, so.
It's the usual one, just 2, and then still adding your modifier. You know, your plus whatever.
2d6 plus 3.
Nice. That's lands a telling blow. He remains standing, angry at you, clearly frustrated, but also clearly standing.
Damn it!
Alright, let's see what DJ will do for you. You guys haven't
Hold on.
hit yet. Go
Wait,
ahead.
is that just a 10 or is that a.
That's 10 damage cumulative of how much damage you dealt.
Mm-hmm. You rolled a 6 and a 1 for your damage
6
dice.
1 plus 3.
But with a plus 3, wouldn't that be.
No.
You
6
only get your plus
plus
3
7 plus
once.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the effect of a critical is that you roll double the damage dice. So if you roll 2d6, you would roll 4d6. All of your modifiers, your pluses and everything remain the same. They don't get doubled.
Okay.
If
And
they did, DC games
And
would go much
that was
faster.
my bonus act. Was that my bonus action?
That was your
Yeah.
action and bonus
Okay.
action, and you did move a little bit. You can move a little bit more if you really wanted to.
I would try and step between the guard and my kobold brother here, but I don't think I can.
Alright. Well,
Well, if you were standing next to me when you attacked, doesn't that mean you have enough?
Well, it's not that. It's that you're already right up against the guy.
Right. Or girl, as it turns out.
you know, figured I'd work on giving you guys the ambiance you deserve. Alright, so the one you
Alright.
guys have just beaten up on is the one in the middle. And they are now flanked by their 2 allies. The noble is the one in the black cloak, and the other just generic crewmate thug kind of supporter is the guy with the 2 daggers. Just to try and make this a little bit more fun. Anyways, so that is the end of your turn then. So that will move it
And
on
now it's
to
Preacher.
Preacher's turn. He will lumber forward and make a basic attack attempt. Based on your guys' position, he's going to line himself up for the little guy. And he will certainly hit the little guy with that mace. And he will land a glancing blow, which seems devastating to this poor individual. but he's still standing. Which brings us back to top of the round for Gesk. It is your turn.
All right. There is still the one in front of us, and I'd rather try to take her, I guess, out before, her two comrades can properly
Defend
respond.
themselves. Carry on, then.
Yeah. All right. I activate Flurry of Blows.
So
Means
first,
Yep.
make your attack.
I have to roll for my normal attack with my stake.
Yep, because you can only activate Flurry of Blows as a bonus action if you've made the attack action this turn.
Oh, right. I don't spend it preemptively. Right. Don't
Yep.
waste my key. All right. So let's do roll +5. Be with me. I rolled an 18.
Not bad.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
Okay. Oh, you mean that's good as in it passed, or?
Yes, that will hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I need to roll 1d3. Here. 3. I roll a 9. And then I need to notate that I'm spending 1 key point.
Need to get better at changing up my ambiances and stuff on time.
Let's see, I'm now down to 2 key as I activate Flurry of Blows upon this landing.
Alright. So you did 9 damage. Perfect. So, yep. So if you activate Flurry of Blows, that spends 1 key point. So
Yes.
just make a note that you're down 1 until the next, I think it's short rest or long rest, whichever. And then you get 2 unarmed melee strikes. 2 of those unarmed attacks.
Alright, so first let's roll for the first strike. I reach another 18. So let's
We'll hit again.
3. I did a solid 4, and then I roll to hit again.
Yep.
A 17. Does that hit?
17 will still hit.
Alright, and now I roll another d3,
Monks, yo, all them attacks.
and I deal 6. That comes,
Jeez, dude.
that comes to a total of. Let's see.
This individual,
Damage.
yep, that's monks. That's a lot of damage for a level 3 character in one round. But yeah, the dude is dazed, a little groggy on his feet, but he's comes back to himself quickly and is ready to pummel you. Which is great, because it's his turn.
Still alive. Wait, he can still move, and I would, and as in character, I would recommend.
So
to him
if
to
you move,
step back.
If you move, because of the way you guys are placed, 2 of them are going to get attacks of opportunity against you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck.
And unfortunately, I already used my key, so I cannot use another one this turn.
Uh-oh. He might be in trouble.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was
Um,
trying to eliminate the first one, but it looks like I'm going to die.
This girl will be tough.
what is your armor class again?
15.
Alright, that one hits.
Damn.
And that one hits.
Damn.
So first, the sword comes sailing in. For a grand total of 4 points of damage. Nicking into you. Following this is a dagger. Ooh, the dagger lands a telling blow for for 7 points of damage.
So, I'm at death's door.
How much are you at?
I'm at 4.
Okay, okay.
I started this encounter with 24 hit points. I'm down to 4.
Alright, the noble, who is standing right in front of you, just to your side. He makes his attempt. I am sorry. That was another critical.
Oh no!
Die.
You are
Our
goner.
cleric is going to have to cleric. Even with that though, he only does a total of 5 points of damage.
That's still -1.
So
Yeah.
you still fall unconscious and will start making death saving throws on your turn, assuming you're not brought back. You can tell though he seems far less competent than the captain. And then lastly, the other individual will make a pass at you, Alistair. And
Oh.
he will miss you completely, because I'm 90% certain a 9 misses you.
Oh yeah, I have the same armor rating he does, 15.
Alright. It seems the captain is the one that knows how to fight, and the other two are just kind of caught up in it. Which does pass turn on to Alistair.
So is this captain hired?
You have no idea.
Eh.
You know
screw it.
nothing about this.
I'm just gonna take the whole ship. I'm pissed. I'm having flashback. The moment he goes down, I'm having flashbacks of my people getting slaughtered. So I'm pissed.
Go for it. Finish him off.
I target the captain first, wanting to get her ass out of here.
Okay. Make your attack.
But first, before attacking, because he is unconscious, I no longer get pack tactics, so I'm going to activate Fighting Spirit instead
Oh,
to
hold
get
on.
advantage.
We're supposed to have pack tactics this whole time.
Yeah, he's a kobold too.
I was supposed to have pack tactics.
It's not my responsibility. I try, but it's
Yeah.
not my responsibility to know your abilities.
Yeah, you got to remember them, dude. Anyways, I activate Fighting Spirit.
All right. You have activated Fighting Spirit. A shimmer of energy cloaks you, and you feel vicious.
We both should have had advantage on every attack. Oh, God.
I
All
love
right.
it.
And I attack the captain.
You attack the captain? All right. Make
Yep.
your rolls. Too bad none of you are rogues. No sneak attacks.
Eight.
You still need to roll to hit.
Oh, right.
You're good.
Avenge me. Wait. I don't think that's
18 and 13, so 18 plus 5 is 23.
23 to hit. Nice. That will definitely score a blow.
Now roll for damage.
Now roll for damage.
Practically.
Okay.
Damage. I know I want you to avenge me, but I want it done fairly.
What's the point of winning if you're cheating? Come on. Still,
Seven.
that's
Only
7
one
points
less.
of damage.
Does she finally go down?
The cut goes right through their stomach, and you see a tiny bit of entrail starting to leak out. They are grievously injured, but on their feet.
Why won't you go down?
Why
And
won't you die?
and unfortunately, I believe that
That should be it. Also, don't forget that you got
fighting.
five temporary hit points from that.
Yep.
Because you don't have any bonus attacks yet, and used your bonus action to do that.
Yep.
All right.
May add ability mod to damage of the bonus action attack.
Yep. So if you hit with your second attack, that means you get to do your regular damage and all that stuff.
Save me, cleric. We're all
Alright.
gonna die.
Preacher will look over at you, question the choices of his life that have brought him to this point. Think, he just met you today. Does he really want to heal you? I'm saying all this because I'm pretty sure that's exactly how how Alistair would play it, or not Alistair, sorry, Preacher would play it. And then he will reach down and he will expend a spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on you.
All right. So I don't know if I'm awake or not. How much
One
health am I
second.
at?
1 second. So you never actually go below 0. You hit 0 and stop. So there are no negatives.
Okay.
That being said, if you take enough damage that it's worth half again your HP. So like if half of your regular HP is like 15 and you take enough damage to put you at negative 15, you insta-die. But that clearly did not happen in this case.
Yeah.
So he prays to his forge god and manages to heal you for a grand total of 5 points. You are now conscious and aware of the world around you, but you are prone on the ground. That
which
will...
means the enemies have advantage to attack me.
Yep. That will be the end of what he can do. So that brings us back to the top of the rotation, which is Gesk. Air fills your lungs as you are suddenly not as dead as you thought.
Should I spring to my feet and attack, or do I have to spend an action to stand up?
It's half your movement speed, so given the current situation, it's thankfully not too bad for you.
Oh, I have 20 movement speed, and I'm basically right in the thick of it, so pack tactics activate!
So you arise. You change your fighting style, realizing that you have a fellow kobold at your side. And you make your attack.
Apologies, I've been alone for so long. I roll to attack the captain.
Alright. You roll with your advantage.
Captain needs to go down now.
As they're
She's the only
holding their
competent one, damn it.
they're holding
If
their
we take
guts in.
her out, her cohorts can go down easier.
And they might just surrender.
Okay, I rolled to hit, and that is a guaranteed success. So I'm going to roll for damage. That's
Hold on, you can roll again and you might get a crit.
Exactly. Always roll for that crit. There's a 1 in 5 chance.
That's right. I can roll again for a potential crit. Well,
Aw.
keep that higher roll.
By all means,
You
keep
still,
the higher
still
roll.
advantage, but
Alright, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for your damage. Let's see how dead Captain is.
All right. Well, let's see. I am not going to use my key for.
Slow down.
Yeah, I know. I need to roll the.
Roll for damage. Because I don't believe you have any way of spending key for increasing damage. You can only spend key to attack multiple times if you so choose.
Or I can roll key to GTFO and back off and disengage.
If you so choose.
I have 5 HP. I'm going to do that if this isn't kill her.
No.
I would do it either way.
9 points. You take your staff, go right into the guts. Straight up, all through wonderful internal organs and stir it just a tiny bit. Her face goes to a state of shock. She slumps. Your staff comes down and she falls right off of it. She is most clearly very dead.
Finally! Now back
Okay.
off. Use
I'm
your
going
key and back disengage.
Yep, I'm going to use 1 key point to cast. Let's see which.
To
is it?
activate Step of the Wind.
Yes, Step of the Wind, which is effectively a disengage, and I will retreat behind Preacher, still within 5 feet behind Alistair, so that we still have pack tactics.
I have pack tactics thanks to Preacher as well, though.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
I'll just escape for like 5 feet behind Preacher.
Okay. Actually, point of interest. You only have pack tactics against the blonde guy. The brunette in dark robes, you do not have pack tactics against.
Which is fine,
Okay.
because if we take out the blonde dummy there,
Alright.
we can all just...
It is their turn, though.
Yeah.
The one guy, so you guys are unfortunately in a very small area. One guy will swing around and try and get behind Alistair. And will sandwich you between him and the blonde guy. And he will then make his attack. The nobleman will. Since you're sandwiched between the two of them, that puts him in advantage to hit.
Damn you.
And with his roll, an 18 will hit, yes?
Yes. Just barely, but yes.
Then you will end up taking 4 points of damage.
Ow.
And then
I'm at 28.
Only does 4 points of damage.
the other gentleman will also take a stab at you. Does a 12 hit?
No.
You are far
12
too
is not enough.
You're far too short for his familiarity with fighting. He will be like, "They're martyrs, they're monsters. This isn't worth the pay." And he will then attempt to run to the top of the deck.
Haven't we taken off?
I didn't say he was smart.
I'd be
This
like-
does provoke attacks of opportunity from you and Preacher. So if you would so like, you may attempt to gut him as he runs.
I may have darts, but I'm too far away.
Is he human?
He is a half-orc.
Half orc?
Yes. I will declare that he is a half-orc. So he's half-human.
I'll still attack him just for shits and giggles. Is it just D6 or a D6 plus 3?
You still have to hit him.
Oh, yeah. Just wondering.
Yeah, an attack of opportunity is just a regular single melee attack with all your standard modifiers and everything. And it's just a chance to hit him as he runs away.
Do I roll it with plus 5 or...
Yeah,
It's just a normal attack, don't worry.
it's just like a normal attack. The only difference is you only get the one.
Ah, fuck you.
As you go to lunge for him, the noble behind you sticks out his foot, catches yours, and trips you. While you don't fall prone, you do stumble, and the other guy gets away cleanly without being hit. Similarly, Preacher's attempt to hit missed, as the mace simply went wide on the swing.
I then turn to the noble like, "You just want to die, don't you?"
He's like,
Can
I
roll to
feared-
intimidate?
I fear no... Sure, actually, I'll let you roll for an intimidate. Why not?
This novel's either
Sure.
incredibly brave or incredibly stupid.
Yeah. "18, baby!"
He is shaking a bit, vibrating just a little bit. His grip on his rapier laxes a little bit. He's like, "Parlay."
Parlay? We're not pirates.
I mean, you just attempted to hijack my ship, so what am I supposed to think? I see that I've lost this
Beware,
fight.
We didn't want to hijack your ship.
Well, then why are you attacking me? Are you willing to
Because you
talk?
came down to attack us.
You are stowaways. We get to deal with you as we see fit. Well, we would
With a
have.
black hand.
Aren't we not supposed to tell them that?
They're not gonna live.
Wait, if you why?
Alistair, it is your turn. The moment you said you're not going to let him live, he re-strengthened his grip on his rapier and readies himself to continue fighting.
Why
Besides-
would you do that?
And
Because
this
it's
would
fun.
take place in 6 seconds, so you guys don't really have the time to argue.
Now then. Where is he in position between me and Gesk? Here.
Gesk is over behind Preacher, so he's kind of diagonal from you if you were on a grid map, kind of by yourself. So it's just you and him. No bonuses to attack.
Okay.
Just a
Ooh, pardon me.
straight, clear little duel if you so chose.
I'm fine with that. $17. Does that hit?
A 17 will certainly hit.
All right.
Eight points. You land a very telling blow. This noble is apparently not used to combat, and you've grievously injured his arm. He is bleeding profusely from it. That leaves
will
it
then
as... Go ahead.
I will then activate Action Surge.
Before you do that, do you want to make your bonus action attack?
Yes.
Okay. Because you can do that first and see if you hit with that. Who knows? You might need that action surge for something else later.
I have no idea what action surge is, but I'm assuming it's a bit overpowered for the situation.
Action surge is a fighter ability that will allow him to make an extra attack action.
Oh, so it's like my flurry of blows. Okay.
Kind of. A little bit.
I rolled a 13.
A 13 to hit, you will not hit. Your katanas lightly bounce off of his breastplate.
So I guess it's a good thing I activated action. I go to
Yes, you may now choose to use action surge and get a bonus attack.
Action Surge.
Do you actually shout that?
Why
No.
not? Alright, so just gotta roll again. That certainly hits. Feel free to roll to see how dead he is.
D6 plus 3 still?
Yep.
Okay. Owie! What the hell?
So, you hit him
War
square
cry!
across the arm, bleeding profusely. You swing again with the other weapon in a little bit of a twirl, and it, hits the breastplate square and just glides off. And then he positions his rapier ready to counterattack, and you surprise him by going in for a final strike. And it goes just between the gorget and the breastplate, piercing him through the neck. Blood spurts forward, and he drops dead. So he is now very dead. The last thug is currently on the top, yelling for help as loud as he can, and you feel the airship bank and turn suddenly.
How unfortunate for us. considering this is a 5-person ship.
It's up to a 5-person ship. You're
Doesn't mean there's 5 people.
Yes, at this point we can count, well, actually no. DJ will go ahead, or excuse me, Preacher will go ahead and burn another Cure Wounds on you, Gesk, seeing as you're still bleeding pretty badly. And will heal you for another 4 points.
You're at 9 now.
Preacher, if you're listening, I'm sorry, you are not rolling very well on your Cure Wounds.
Alright.
That
I
does
still have
put
my
it
movement.
to... yes, I'm sorry, Alistair, I should have let you have your movement.
I would like to... How far is it to the top deck?
You can use your movement to get to the top deck. You would not quite be able to get to where the wheel is located above you. But you can
That's
get
fine.
outside and see.
I go up to the top deck.
Okay. So what
Do
you
I see anyone else besides the
No. You see only the thug. And he is currently at the wheel of the ship. He's turned it hard. It appears he might be trying to take you guys back to the capital city.
Alright.
Alright.
I yell for them to get up here and help me take this guy out so that we can guide this ship to a more secure and secluded location for the Black Hand.
All right. Then that does move it to DJ, who will heal Gesk for 4. He will then stomp his way up. He'll get a couple steps behind you on the stairs, and will then end his turn.
Let's see, I have the highest movement, but I was 5 feet further back than him.
Yep. What is your movement speed?
40.
40? You could get most of the way, close enough that you could definitely make ranged attack. Or you could use your Step of the Wind. No, actually I think that's all of your key points because you stepped to the wind last round.
Actually, I have 3 because I'm 3rd level.
Ah, then you could Step of the Wind again and get up and melee him if you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Alright, because with Step of the Wind you can bonus action dash, which will allow you to move your movement speed again. This means you only get 1 attack on him.
But I might be able to... Wait, he's occupied! Do I get advantage?
He is not surprised by you guys being up there. He is panicking, though.
He
So
is
we'll see what
panicking.
happens. So make your attack.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll to hit. Go. Oh, no, come on, Discord. Don't betray me.
Betrayal! Betrayal, Discord!
Oh! Nat 20!
So, I'm gonna totally steal this, and I'm gonna ask, how do you want to do this? How do you want to kill this fool? How do you want to finish him?
Well,
Finish him.
my weapon is
ooh.
versatile.
Knock him off the ship! Knock him off the ship!
Hold on, I have to roll for damage first. Let's not assume, even though my weapon is versatile, so it's 2d8.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I'm only gonna have 1 attack, I'm going to two-hand my staff and get 2d8. So first, that's 2d8 plus 3. 14.
All right. Yeah. You hit. What do? Do you baseball him? Do you crack him over the head like a coconut? What do you do?
Well, considering we're right near the back of the ship, and we have a lot of forward momentum, it'd be very easy to just knock him off the back of the ship and hear him scream as he falls to the floor.
Well, front of the ship, but yeah.
Wait, front?
The steering wheel is on the
Wheels at the
bow of the ship.
Oh.
Sorry if I failed to describe it properly, but
I was under the assumption that these were classic sailing ships.
Yeah.
That was-
there's some weird rigging, some weird magic in some of them. This is a fancy nobleman's yacht. So while the magic doesn't change its statistics from any other ship of its size, it allows him to be able to stand at the bow and get a pretty view while he steers his ship.
In other words, steer it better. Okay. Well, I go ahead and baseball him off the bow of the ship, and we listen as he screams until he falls below the cloud.
Make that contact. He goes sailing up and over the edge. You hear an until it's finally so quiet you just can't hear it. Looking over the edge, you see a small poof of cloud where he seems to have fallen through.
Farewell. Poor-
Roll a perception, both of you.
Okay.
Perception?
Perception.
That's +2. Oh wait, perception. Yeah, that's.
Owie.
Gesk is
I'm
barking.
average again.
I got a 16.
Alright.
Thank you, Lord.
Gesk, you hear this. Alistair, not quite. Deep, deep beneath the clouds, rumbling higher and higher, just on the edge of hearing, you hear a very guttural, deep
Oh. What was that?
Why would it speak your name?
You hear it doesn't speak a name. It's just a deep guttural growl or roar of some sort.
That sounds like a rather large creature. Below the clouds.
And you
That
both
guy
know
seems happy
from
he got a meal.
you both know that there's not supposed to be anything beneath the clouds.
What?
I advise that we steer this towards the island as fast
I
as possible.
say we do that right quick. I then run up to the wheel and try and steer it.
Do any of
Even
you
though I'm
have
3 feet.
proficiency
Nope.
sea vessel or air vessel?
Oh,
I was about to
I'm just
ask
gonna
if
wing it.
anyone knows how to steer this thing. Peter, tell us you know how to steer this thing.
Nope. I'm a kobold. I've been underground most of my life. You really think I know how to steer a ship?
How am I
Let alone an airship? I'm just winging it.
Preacher, I am aware that you are occupied in the mind at the moment. Do you remember how to fly one of these ships?
He shakes his head. He has no idea. If you attempt to steer the
I
ship,
activate, cower, grovel, and beg. We're all gonna die!
the gods do not appear to be listening.
Can I call upon my god to aid in the safe landing of the ship?
You can make a prayer. Sure, make a prayer.
Okay. What?
Perhaps, hold on, what kind of steering wheel does this thing have?
I envision it's that standard like old ship wooden steering wheel with the pegs that you can kind of just
Yeah.
spin left and right and stuff.
Alistair, I have an idea. Preacher, you
First things first. Let me do my religion check.
No, this is just you tell me what your prayer is, and we'll see if your god answers you.
Mighty God of dragons, please aid me in landing this ship safely.
Alright, so the way this is going to work, since none of you are proficient, you still will make a handling check. You will get no bonuses at all.
Oh dear God.
Alright, what do I roll?
Just a D20.
A d20?
It does appear that Preacher is, or excuse me, that Gesk is attempting to help you, so I will allow you to make the check with advantage.
With advantage.
Yep.
So 2d20.
All right, ignore my roll.
20.
Nat 20 plus my 7.
Oh. You manage
My God loves me.
to somehow instantly grasp the basics. You spin the wheel, you square it up. You know from your previous experiences that there is a small island detached from the core city nearby that you should be able to get to. You manage to have Gesk set the sails just right, that you guys are making nice, gentle, mosey-on speed directly
Half sail.
at the island.
Half sail. That's half the sails.
The winds also seem to be in your favor, which is odd, as they previously were going the other direction. The winds seem to have changed.
Favor you this day.
My God
You were-
must appreciate me today.
That was a roll. Now, for the part where I cut the rug out from under you, you must now safely land this ship on this island.
Oh no.
This is why I asked if there were anchors.
Roll again.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
Do I get the advantage because he's helping again?
Gesk, do you have a specific idea?
There's heavy crates and barrels. Can't we tie one off and drop it down to hold us in place?
Is
For
there any
the-
rocks on that little
for-
island? Or trees?
It is a very small island with like a little cottage. It's generally used for the quiet and seclusion for meetings by the Black Hand. There's a small bit of farmland on it, which is what the main cover is. There's a couple of trees, but it's mostly just like vegetable gardens. But
Alright.
there is a grassy patch that can definitely handle the ship landing.
Raise the sails completely. And
No sails.
try and
No sails.
and try and toss the anchoring rope
Help us, preacher!
to the fucking tree.
So, as you two run around, no idea what you're trying to do, yelling instructions at Preacher, instead of getting advantage, normally I'd have you give each other disadvantage. But since Preacher is trying to help, I will let you make a flat roll.
And I getting nothing. Like I said, whenever it's advantages to the party, I roll like a fucking god.
We're currently trying to anchor and land. Oh God.
Alright. I'm sorry.
Alistair, God, whoever you may be, thank you for favoring him so much this day.
Thank you, God. Thank you, my God.
I have to show this. I have to. Look at that.
Might want to move Gesk a bit down some so they can see the fact that I got a fucking nat 20 again.
Look at that. Look at that right there. Nat 20. Nat 20.
Someone put this on Reddit, baby.
What was your method, Alistair? You were tying a rope to a tree. That was your method?
Yes.
I was
Yes.
dropping a heavy crate or barrel.
No sails. Just
As-
slide on in
So you
and tie a rope to the tree.
So you glide in under no sail power, just using the inertia of your flow, the resistance of the wind gradually decelerating you. The rope is over the edge. It drags across the trees. There's a few moments when you're just so sure that he's abandoned you now, as the rope just keeps going across, and then it just slides perfectly over a very thick, sturdy, strong tree branch, tightening itself The ship pulls a little bit more before suddenly slacking, pivoting back, and coming to rest perfectly still, tied to the tree.
Another
You-
happy landing.
Are a
I
miracle.
immediately pass out.
You are a
I
miracle.
crawl over to the side of the ship, drop down to the ground, and start kissing it.
I will then, as paying homage, mark this boat with the mark of my god.
You're going to claim the boat as yours? This is now your airship?
Yes. This, my god has blessed this ship and me. It is
I
now
think it's
mine.
Okay. So just remember, its current name is the Vanilla Latte, so you might want to see about getting that changed.
Yeah, I will.
I will assist him in ripping the name plaque off.
So, after a few minutes, you see a elderly couple comes wandering out to their little orchard and their little, trees and everything, and they see you too. And they recognize the cloak that Alistair is wearing. Can we help you? We're not normally known for taking airships to our trees. How did you even do that?
My god blessed me this day.
He must have. You appear to be one with the hand.
Yes, I am a pinky, as are all of us.
Ah, right, okay. Is there a reason you've parked an airship out here?
It was part of our. It was kind of part of our mission. We were tasked to retrieve a item that is on this ship.
Also, we
And
were
neither of you know how to drive a ship, do you?
No.
We were desperate.
Well, good enough for us. We don't want that here for too long, so let me go ahead and wake up the kid, and, he should be able to steer you guys safely back to the capital. And, if you've now commandeered this ship, it shouldn't be too hard to get it renamed in your control. Blackhand has many officials in their pocket.
Perfect.
And, if I know anything, my favorite middle finger is probably going to laugh his ass off.
Considering that we basically did this entirely on faith and chance, please tell us if he laughs.
I'll find out. They will then excuse themselves. It was the elderly lady of the two that was talking, and a little while later, you will see a very burly, large, black-furred tabaxi, wearing very basic commoner clothes, approach the ship.
Hail, traveler.
Oi, you the pinkies that need help getting back to the main island, eh?
Yeah. Don't ask us how we were able to land this ship, but we were able to. Thanks to the blessing of my god.
Also, mostly entirely because of God, yes.
He'll look up at the rope, see how it's tied. Yeah, that's probably the work of a god. That's either exceptional levels of skill or probably divine intervention. Well then, back on the ship. I'll come up after you.
I still say we teach anchors.
Maybe we'll add them later.
It's better to drag it on the roofs of houses than it is to go screaming into the abyss.
Well, normally, and he'll bring you up, and he'll give you just the basic of basic pointers. Not enough to make you proficient, but to find out that with a little bit of control, with the wheel and activating the right glyph, or trimming the sail just right, you kind of just lightly bump against something, and then tie yourself off. And other than that, nobody ever really bothers with anchors or anything like that.
I will watch and observe him so that I can learn to be better at sailing, since I'm now claiming this as my airship.
Okay. If there's enough downtime, we'll see if we can get you trained and proficient with the art of sailing.
I will also pay close attention.
So after a little while, with everything that happened, it takes about a half hour to actually sail you guys back. While the primary access point is the air docks or the palace, there are a couple other places where small yacht-like ships like this can dock across the edge of the island, and he brings you into a very seedy one, talks to a couple people, and the officials approach. We don't recognize this ship. May we get the name and owner for record purposes?
Owner, Alistair.
Alistair, right away.
Name, Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. He starts tapping his finger to his chin. What's a dragon?
Do not concern yourself. I don't think they know.
You're from some of those outlying islands with those weird legends and myths, aren't you? Well, whatever. How's that spelt again? He'll get the details and he'll write out Dragon's Dogma as the name of your ship.
Yep.
After that,
And then I will also explain to him what a dragon is.
just as a reminder, because I thought I reminded you guys, but dragons are a creature of myth that don't exist.
Yeah,
You
I
would
know.
literally only have like vague historical legends indicating that
And
there
that's
were
what I
some.
would tell them.
Okay, cool. He's like, huh, that sounds terrifying. Well, it's a good thing that nothing that large lives. Anyways,
Well,
now
we did hear a deep guttural noise coming from beneath the clouds, so I wouldn't.
No, Alistair.
must have been the winds.
Maybe.
You're not used
Let's
to the
hope.
air. Alright. Anyways, mosey on. I've got the documents.
Right.
And given what our friend here, he indicates the large tabaxi, you should have all the appropriate documents delivered to you relatively shortly. Just wait a day or two.
Thank you.
They will charge your fee at the guild hall.
Got it. How much?
Share a wary look with Alistair regarding the mention of a fee.
I have 19 gold on hand and about to get paid for a job, so.
Yeah, you'll probably have the paperwork fee. That, or you might, owe a debt to the Black Hand. There's somebody there.
Hey!
They're muted
There's
though.
a wild automaton in the party.
I have no guarantee of how long I can stay put, and I apologize for that.
Oh, you're good. I was just having fun having you sit next to me behind the DM screen. You could see all the dice I was rolling. Now you can't.
You missed some of the most absurd bullshit ever.
I feel really bad for missing it.
I'm
You're
sorry
gonna have
that
to
you.
look back because it was amazing.
Yeah. I am sorry that you missed
Just look
it.
at the rolls.
No, it's fine. I'll have to catch shit again.
Yeah.
I'll just have to go back and watch the stream again.
Just look at the rolls and you'll see.
Alright, so you guys wander through the city streets, get back. Before you actually leave the ship, are you going to actually see if you can find the object?
We should probably try and find the object. Yeah.
I was about to suggest that.
I go below deck to the back to the storage area.
Wow, I missed that much. Okay.
So, go
Yeah,
ahead
we pretty much completed the mission.
and all of you
We
make
have a ship now.
investigation.
Perception?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yep, you're checking the
that's just
crates, you're
it.
looking around, you're trying to figure out where this thing is. Popping crate lids. It would be quite a shame if the object didn't make it on board.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll mine too. Okay.
14!
Well, why didn't you add your proficiency?
I don't have a proficiency.
Neither do I.
You don't have. Okay. Even with proficiency.
You're no better, buddy.
You guys spend the better part of 2 hours struggling to
boy.
open crates, popping things, lifting, twisting, searching, organizing. Finally, you look under the one bed, find a small secret compartment, and pull out a small box. Apparently, the crate was a diversion. The item itself was hidden underneath the nobleman's bed.
Nice.
Wait, doesn't that mean Alistair owns everything in this whole
Yep.
league?
Yes, I do. So, hey, can I determine how much everything else, all the rest of the items, are worth?
Hold on.
We can figure that out a different time. That's a lot of little details that I didn't
Okay.
exactly plan for, and don't think the stream particularly wants to listen to me, try and figure
Ramble
out.
on.
Yep. Alright, now that you have the item in hand, you make your way back to the Thieves Guild. Your middle finger contact is waiting for you at the entry hall, as per usual for your completion of missions. He seems to always know when you're coming back.
I just chalk it up to the fact that the old couple probably informed them.
That'd be impressive, considering they're on an island remotely removed from everybody else.
True, but that's just what I
Yeah.
surmise.
So, you guys get back, he's like, I hear you returned. Enlighten me as to what happened.
My god aided me in landing the ship on the Blackhand small island. We got help from the old couple there and the big black tabaxi getting back to the main island, and I now own the ship.
Good. We'll work with you on the details on what that actually means later. And you have the box, the item in question?
Yes. It was
Outside
underneath
the small
the.
room.
It was underneath the noble's bed.
Such a
Dude.
silly hiding place. The
Also,
first place most thieves look.
I would like to mention and remind everybody the points to the 2 corpses on the ground, bleeding everywhere, that those are going to stink very fast.
They'll make good meals later.
So those were either taken below deck for you to process later, or thrown overboard on your way back via the tabaxi.
Can
Yeah.
we agree that they were
Totally.
thrown overboard?
I'd say they were probably we probably threw them overboard.
Yeah, so that's not a thing.
Forget that.
That's not a thing I worry
I
about.
don't want to think about eating things. War crimes is one thing, eating people is another.
Hey, we're not human.
All right. I get it. You guys killed some people. One of you might be willing to eat people. That's not that uncommon around here. Now then, that we have this, I will handle ensuring you have your payment. You are free to do with the evening as you choose. And, Gesk, welcome to the Black Hand. You are officially a pinky. And he will then take his leave, as he's getting so annoyed with you guys.
3-fingered and thumbed hand. What's a pinky? Wolves don't have pinkies.
Says you.
Actually, I do believe most kobolds are depicted as 3-fingered, plus a
Yep.
thumb. So no, most
Oh, you have a
kobolds,
point. Oh,
most
shit.
kobolds don't have pinkies. All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do tonight? Because otherwise, that's kind of.
Apologize for having ditched. I'd like to apologize for ditching partway through and then not showing up till the end.
Don't worry. Our good DM Ozer managed to
I know.
character well.
Yeah,
You say
you did the thing called.
gratitude.
You did this thing that clerics aren't often known for, called healing. Saved a party member's life, you know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine.
It totally was.
That was
No,
Gusk.
actually. It was Gusk. I have 32 health.
Yep.
I
Press to...
Alright, well, in that case, nope, that's copywritten.
Hold on. I do want to do one quick thing in character.
Yeah.
Well, for this, I want to look around to see if there's any improved versions of katanas that I can wield.
So at that point, what you would be looking for would be effectively +1. And let me double check. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. But
That would be a magical item.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a certain thing for that one. Azura knows what I'm talking about.
So long as I can keep my bow staff steady, my quarterstaff, sorry, and possibly find one made of mahogany.
I'm trying to
So-
remember, can I use a flail?
A little bit of asking around the Thieves Guild, they let you know that unless you happen to get lucky enough to find one, the average running price is somewhere in the 600 to 700 gold range. As a small
I think I feel my pockets burning.
As a small clarifier for those of you that don't particularly play a lot of D&D, it's not like most games where you commonly quickly just grind through, quick stat additive items where, you go from like a regular longsword to a shiny longsword and things like that. It's very slow, very rare that you actually increase and change out your gear. Generally, you're going to find magic items, or you're going to have a buttload of money, and I'm going to finally put together a magic shop, and you can buy them.
That said, it is
Yeah.
possible to go from level 1 to level 20 with the same exact,
Yeah.
+0. Mace
I'm just
or
hoping that
flail
there's
or-
something good in those boxes.
You could potentially even pay somebody to enchant your equipment if you are
that's a lot of
particularly
money.
attached to them.
I wouldn't mind having my equipment enchanted, but that
Totally.
probably
No. Look at me.
costs a lot as well.
Time and money.
Yeah.
Also magic.
I believe
I'll
that.
actually ask around about that, having my equipment enchanted.
I believe
You are informed it's possible, but the moment they realize you're a pinky, they just kind of laugh and say, "Don't worry about it right now. It'll come, and they kind of just dismiss you.
I own an airship, you assholes! And then I stomp off.
They don't particularly seem to care. You can kind of gather the enchanting process is almost as expensive as just buying a magic item. Yeah, you have to pay somebody for their time and effort.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Unless one of us was proficient in it, and in which case.
I
technic-
totally don't have the ability to enchant things. Totally.
no, not at all. No, it's not like forge clerics are known for crafting magic items, right?
Wait. I'm like, either of you skilled in enchanting?
Preacher just kind of like pulls out it, just like kind of lightly tugs at his chainmail, which has been +1
I get it?
this entire time.
Can
Oh,
I,
that's good.
Can I get a? Can I roll for that,
No.
especially
please?
enchanting costs money.
Except, here's the thing. Forge clerics can do it once per long rest.
And once he does it,
Really?
it goes away off the old item, so it's only a
Exactly.
temporary magic item.
Meaning, technically speaking, if I were to enchant your thing, I'd only
The
be
enchant-
helping you.
In other words, the enchantment on your armor would go away.
Yep.
Exactly, which is I'm fine with, but
Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and close off. We can stay in stream and chit-chat and everything if we want, but I don't think the rest of the world needs to necessarily hear us babble.
Yeah.
So that has
Hey,
been.
It's kind of amusing to hear us babble.
It
maybe.
is. It is. You know. But yeah, so this has been our second little kind of one-shot stuff. I don't have things particularly well planned, but I will try and post on like Twitter and stuff when I know things are going to happen. So thank you guys for playing, and thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.
Good night.